Hello everyone, welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. My name is Colleen, and today is episode 27 of the Chef Challenge that I'm currently doing. If you're new here, it's just a challenge where I'm only selling produce, fruit, fish, and a lot of cooked dishes. And the gameplay, as you could probably guess, has been a bit slow because of that. I am hoping to pay off a home loan today. But if you enjoy the slower gameplay or the playthroughs, if you wanted to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Right now, I just need to reach 1,000 subscribers so that I can get partner. So if you wanted to help me with that, again, I would just really appreciate your support. So as always, to start the day, I'm just watering my crops, just grabbing the ones that I'm going to need or the ones I think I'm going to need anyways. And I did check my mail, which I didn't include because I didn't take anything out of it this morning. There was just no room in my pockets, and I know my current situation with my storage, so wasn't the best idea. Wolfgang apparently is a know-it-all, but hey, he's a famous chef, so that makes sense. And this orchard is still such a mess. I need to fix this soon. But my motivation to do so has been very low. But as you can see, I'm just shaking all of these onto the ground so that the trees can continue producing them, but I don't need them yet, and just like I mentioned 2 seconds ago, I don't have the room in my storage, so I'm just leaving them there. And I have very high hopes for the inside of Panchetti's house. It looks like it's going to be amazing. And I love that color palette and that flooring with that wallpaper. Absolutely going to be stealing that for somebody's happy home paradise, like vacation home. So starting out not too bad for the turnip prices, but I really messed this up this morning. I don't know what I was doing. I sold way too much produce. I'm only supposed to sell 20 and I sold 40 for some reason. And then 10 pears. I honestly think that once I had taken the 20,800, I realized that that was too high with what I had sold them, so I double checked quickly and realized I had made a mistake. So it's fine. We all make mistakes. We all have those days. Do you know what I'm talking about? Everybody gets that way. And I know someone in the comments had mentioned that Lolly's house was a little bit underwhelming, and I completely understand what you mean now. There's so much potential here, and what happened? What happened? I'll have to fix it up sometime. I'm probably going to finish Happy Home Paradise during this playthrough so that I'm able to redo all of the homes, because I think that would really just cap it all off. So Samson has a little gift for me, a multi-purpose vest. I think he noticed that I don't have any storage left, so he wanted to give me something with the most pockets possible. And truthfully, I really don't hate it. It kind of looks cute, so I'm gonna keep it on. Arfer. I always forget that that's her tagline. That's just her catchphrase. I can't remember what it's called, but it's funny. So we got a couple blue hyacinths. Still no fancy ones. And I know, for right now anyways, I'm not really doing any Nintendo Online except for those little exceptions that I've mentioned in previous episodes. But maybe eventually I'll have to have one day where I have a few people come over to water my flowers and see how many hybrids I can get. That would be an interesting little experiment. I know that in, I think 2 episodes ago, I said I wasn't going to make any of these things, but once I saw the Bunny Day planter box in the store, yeah, I want to make that one. I think that's one of the only ones I want to make, but it would just match in front of Chai's house so nicely, and just matching it in with the tea shop I think would be perfect. But then we found a regular DIY, so that's nice, and it's orange jelly, which sadly it doesn't sell for a lot, so I don't think I'm going to make any quite yet, even though I do have oranges and sugar, but I just want to make the things that are going to sell for the most because I really need 208,000 bells. So as you can guess, that's why I'm cooking already, because I need to start as soon as possible. In the last episode, I mentioned that the tomato curry sells for, it's around 2,500 bells, so a pretty penny, I have to say. And I am selling the eggs as well for right now. I should probably check which ones I need to make the planter box so that I don't sell all of them, because that would be a little bit sad. And just stopping by our friend Leaf, hoping that he's going to have wheat, because I realized in the midst of all of this, I probably need more of that one, because a lot of these recipes call for flour as well, so having some extra would definitely come in handy. Oh, and selling my weeds, of course. Just whichever ones I could find when I was running around this morning. And there's wheat. It's very, very exciting. And carrots, so it was even like fully different from last week. And it appears that it's hydrangea season, which is my favorite. They're so gorgeous. So at some point, once I'm done all of this nonsense, you know, straightening things out with the bank of Nook, then I'll be able to come back and grab some of the shrubs. But just going to our cabin island, I decided I wanted to go for a DIY, but now that I have all of the produce, I don't think I'm going to go every single day, just because it takes 1,000 miles and I just need them for other things right now. And of course, I remembered that I needed to hit the rocks to get some of those eggs too, because I want to sell as much as possible. And the price went down for turnips. So, not looking great in the first half of the week, but it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. And there was a very kind soul in the comments saying like maybe I should use the tracker for the turnips, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you for saying it. But again, I'm trying to make it as challenging as I can in this sort of challenge. And then we're learning another orange recipe, which I'm loving this because they look so nice. Also doesn't sell for very much, but one of these days we will make it. I decided I should talk to Wolfgang again, and I'm really glad I did. He had this very important lesson. So like paper towels, for instance, they're made out of trees. If you spill some milk and you wipe it up with a paper towel, it's like you're cleaning up a cow with a tree. Wait, what were we talking about again? Yeah, that's a great question, Wolfgang, because what? What did you just say to me? I swear they have put some new dialogue into this game and just haven't said anything, because there's so many things I have never heard before. It's so funny. But we are on to the second day in the episode. As you can probably tell, Isabel's going to give us that picnic DIY thing, so that's very exciting. We'll be able to make that at some point. I've been trying to catch the cherry blossom petals and I fail so often. It's very unfortunate. And yeah, the turnip prices went down again, so everything is still fine. It'll be fine. Because plain scones are a hot item, so finally a food item that we can use for this and take advantage of the extra bells. So I will be making a ton of those later on in the episode. And first we'll just have to do our regular dailies, so obviously, I'm going to do that first. There's a lot to do when you're just desperately trying to pay off your home loan. Just looking for the DIY bottle today and came across this which, you know, I'm happy for him. I'm glad that he's relaxing, he's getting some yoga in. But I did find the DIY, and today we've got it from Judy, and she's giving us the mushroom pottage, which it's going to be a while before we get any mushrooms, I'm pretty sure, because I think those only come around in the fall. So it'll be a minute. But then we're learning French fries from Cookie, which is incredible because you only need potatoes, which I have a lot of, and I need a lot of bells. And they sell for an okay amount. I don't actually remember the exact number, but I will be making quite a few of those and selling them. I just love how the food looks. They did such a good job. I know I mentioned it before, but I mean it. So maybe not quite as many as I remember, but I did make quite a few. And then of course, you know, making more tomato curry because it sells for the most. So because it's after 12, I'm just checking it again, and it's 82. So, you know, who knows what's going to happen. I've said it a few times, and I believe it. It's gonna be fine. Just so many things. So many things. But lucky for us, coming in at 64, almost 65,000 bells. So that helped immensely, and I haven't even made the plain scones yet, so just more bells to come from here. And look at those sweet 3,000 miles. That was very exciting to get. What an accomplishment. And already, wow. But busy in the kitchen. So busy I forgot to change into my cooking outfit. There was just simply no time. But we've got the inventory as full as I can get it. I could have probably dropped things on the ground and made more. Or maybe not, I only have one flower left, so I definitely wouldn't have been able to, but the thought was there. So with our high value hot items, we made 47,000 bells, which brings us significantly closer. Not quite close enough. I was like the tiniest bit disappointed that it wasn't a little bit more, but you know what? You have to be grateful for what you're given. So very happy that that was a hot item for the day. And I still haven't gotten the planter box DIY. So one of these days, right? One of them. Now, at this point, I'm just getting desperate. I'm going to shake every single tree for the peaches, and I will sell all of those. I was scouring the beach looking for giant clams. That wasn't super successful, so, you know, don't depend on that, probably. But quite a few peaches, like, it wasn't too bad. And if I was super desperate, I guess I could have used, like, one of my Nook Miles tickets, gone to one of those islands, and picked up peaches there. But there's always the slight chance that it's going to be pears, and if that's the case, I can't sell all of them because I have that limit of 20 a day. So yeah, we are resorting to fishing, which isn't the fastest, but it's not too bad. Hopefully we can get some sort of big catch, and then that will be able to, you know, round out everything for us. So for our first round of fishing, I'm just hoping that it's going to get us close to 200,000. And we're getting there. It's not too bad. And of course, during all of this, we're getting interrupted by some of our villagers. But Chevre is really cute, so I don't mind too much. Plus, she wanted to give me a recipe, so that is very, very nice of her. Though I don't think I will be making the Bunny Day crown, so still appreciate it. Yeah, all that patience and I still missed it. Happy for that one though. I do really like that DIY. Might place some of those around the island. I just love cherry blossom season. I wish it was a little bit longer. So at this point, I'm just not including all of the fishing. It's just very, very repetitive. But as you can see, I put in a little bit of work. I thought that this would bring us to 208, but not quite. We are short by about 5,000 now. So just running around doing more fishing. Here I thought, you know, maybe it's an olive flounder, especially if it's responding that way. Like normally the big fish don't do that. But I was pleasantly surprised. Like, really? Sure. Okay, so now I definitely am going to have 208,000, which means we get to upgrade the house. And I am so excited to have storage and put all of these things away, and then I can actually start decorating and doing some more exciting things in these videos. So now we will just pay this off and we will talk to Tom so that we can update the house. And as you can probably guess, this does mean that we are getting to the end of the episode. So if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. Again, if you enjoy these sorts of videos or a little bit more of the slow gameplay, if you wanted to subscribe and help me get closer to partner, I would really appreciate that as well. And as always, I hope everyone has a wonderful day.